Well, hello everyone. This is HunterTube back again with another review and unboxing. And this time it is on one of the 3 new engines that just came out. And it is, you already know because of the title and the picture, Trackmaster Runaway Steven! Yep. I got this one. I bet most of you were expecting me to get Lexi first. But nope! They were currently unavailable. So this one is a Trackmaster 2 version of Steven. And I totally didn't think they would be able to make one, because they would have to get like a moving piston and all that. Also because of the shape of him and how he looked in his classic Trackmaster model. But I knew they would get the tender, just not the front. And now, just one thing, the box is totally different. So, but before we do that, before we compare the boxes, we are going to take a look at the back of the box. So here is the back of the box, and we have Lexi the Experimental Engine, Helpful Harvey, and Runaway Steven. I was planning on getting this one first, but you know, currently unavailable. Everyone just wants this Lexi because they've been waiting for it since February. But this is the one we're about right now. And it says, after a misunderstanding, Steven races off to find his friend Millie, but he's so upset he accidentally brings his passengers with him. Now children can relive this memorable moment or create new ones. For more fun-filled play, press the button on his coach to see passengers appear. Yeah, this model is based on the season 21 episode Runaway Engine. So now, without further ado, let's compare to an older box. Here are the 2 boxes on top of each other. So right now you can't see much difference until we look over here. Until we start looking over here. So the first difference I can see is that this one is a full rectangle, and this one has a little slant at it. So next thing is we look at the back. Oh yeah, I can see lots of difference here. Look at that. That one says motorized action. This one says motorized engine. Why does it say motorized action? That makes no sense. And what is this? This here says collect them all. And I don't see anywhere where it says collect them all. And this one has some cool blue line. There's no blue line. What does it say? Hit Entertainment. Shouldn't it say Mattel Creations? Yeah, that's just one little nitpick. Shouldn't it say Mattel Creations? Well, but that means I can still use Hit Entertainment in my series. In the end credits of my series. And then, yeah, that was there on that box as well. And then, look at the tops. Yeah. The writing is totally different. Yeah. And this one is more to the middle. But this one is right in the middle because that one had a slant. And then the Trackmaster logo is farther out to the box. And this one says Fisher-Price. Where is the Fisher-Price logo on the top of this thing? Besides a whole bunch of difference. Oh, and also with the front, the promo is there. Where's the promo gone? It's up there. What is this? Passenger car goes from empty to full. It's sort of in the same spot. Sort of. Then on this side, Ooh. On the old box it just says Hugo and Skip. This one actually has the CGI promo again, which is kind of neat, and says the name as well. Because of that slant, things have changed. I wonder if they're gonna do it to the sets as well. I wonder if they're gonna do it to the future track sets as well. Now to see the final difference between these two boxes, we're gonna have to unbox. We're gonna have to open up both of these, which means we can finally unbox Steven. Coming in for the unboxing, just gonna open Hugo and Skip up first. Now we're getting to the main event. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes, baby. Oh yes. And here are the instructions. That's another thing we have to point out. Here is Steven, but we'll look at him in a moment, because we have to see the final difference between the boxes. Then the final difference between the boxes is that this one is a full rectangle and this one is a slant. Now that we got the boxes out of the way, let's get to the instructions. When I first opened this thing up, I realized that the instructions were different. So, but we still don't need a comparison between the other instructions. So you know what we do? We crumple it up and we throw it away. Now that we've finally got through all that stuff, we're finally getting to the Steven. So we're going to compare it to this one here. This is a classic Trackmaster Steven. This one, this is a custom you never knew about. I actually made a custom Trackmaster Revolution Steven before anyone knew about this one. All I did was give it a Trackmaster 2 wheels by following UC Weapons instructions on how to swap wheels. I also got rid of the front buffer, which is sad, so we can't compare that. But when I got these Trackmaster 2 wheels on Steven, I was kind of happy with it. And then when this one came around, I got even more excited. Okay, so now it's time to get to the comparing part. So, first off is the front. So, here is the front. The buffers aren't painted. Boo hoo hoo. And then here's the side. So, yeah, he kind of looks huge and fat like Harvey. Here's the back. Here's the other side. And here's the top. Now we're going to compare it to this one. So, first thing I can see is that his face is way bigger than the one on the Trackmaster Classic model. Classic Trackmaster model. And then, the crown funnel is on this one, while this one is just plain old black. What were you thinking back then, Fisher Price? And then another thing I can see is that this one is a brighter tone of yellow than this one. This is a bit darker. His nameplate is bigger, and you can see it more clearly. And yep, this one has a huge wheel at the front, while this one just has a small wheel. Wah. And then little backs. In this one, the driver gets more area to sit, while this one just has a tiny bit of area to drive the engine. And then the poor part of this thing is, this one has moving side rods, while this one doesn't have any side rods at all. What is Mattel thinking? Yeah, when I first was thinking that they would make Steven, I was thinking like it would be impossible because he needs moving side rods. But they did in the cheapest way possible. Plus, fun fact, this is the first Trackmaster model to have yellow Trackmaster 2 wheels. Alright. So that was the front. Now it's time to move on to the tenders. So first thing I can see is that this one has the Ulfsted Castle logo, and this one doesn't. Oh, another thing I just noticed. This one has yellow wheels. Remember that? And this one has plain old black wheels. You going the cheap route, Mattel? Use yellow wheels. Take the hint, Mattel. Take the hint. Yeah, I don't think they will take the hint, because this model is already finished. Another thing I can see is that there's like more detail in the coal. And then look, there's like grooves on here. See, listen. Can you hear that? And now look. You hear absolutely nothing. And then this one has more details. See, look. And then there's that terrible coupling. I still hate it, but I'm still sort of getting used to it. And then with this part, it actually dips down in. This part is just a square. No dip. And if you're wondering why it has a TM2 coupling, it's because it's a custom, remember? And then this one has these geared wheels. Yeah. So, and another thing, this one is a brighter yellow, this one is a darker yellow. And, oh, that's probably all I can find. It's probably all I can find for details. And then this one has the yellow bottom and this one has a black. That's the last difference. Now we can move on to the last piece, which I don't have a custom for the classic Trackmaster. It is Steven's Castle Coach. Yeah. I think this is the most improved piece from when they first started doing coaches. Because look at this. Yep. They're trying to mimic Playrail. They're trying to do the Playrail coaches. Trackmaster 2 style. Now, I like that idea. I like it a lot. I never thought they would make a Steven or cars that act like Playrail ones. And their recess buffers and those terrible couplings. Alright, let's see who's in here. Lady Hat, some random people, the Earl of Sodor, more random people, and then just a bunch of random people. And then, so that was, and now all the passengers are gone. They're just hiding under there, actually. Yeah, they're hiding down there. Claro's stuff is better though. Alright, now let's look at both of them completely full. So here are both of them side by side. This one's the Trackmaster 2, this one's the classic Trackmaster. And we are gonna give both of these a run together. And just one thing I forgot, this tender is longer and this one is shorter. But anyway, we are gonna give both of these Stevens a test run on the track. In 3, 2, 1. Pew! And that was my review on Trackmaster 2 Runaway Steven, and also comparison to classic Trackmaster Steven. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, I'd be happy if you did. And I'll see you in the next video. And the next engine will be...
Well, hello there! Well,